Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and mount our GoPro Hero 9 on our helmet. Now, this isn't going to necessarily be a tutorial on how I'm setting it up or anything like that. I am going to show you what I'm doing. But just because it's what I'm doing don't mean that it's the proper way to do it or the best way to do it. What I will say is I got my GoPro Hero 9. A little bit of research. I found out you can use this adapter for your microphone. So I've got one of these. I've also got a Purple Panda lavalier mic. So the other thing that I did is I got like a two-part mixing epoxy. You knead it together and you get this hard surface. Now, at the time, I wasn't planning on making this a permanent fixture on my helmet. So what I did is I masked it off right here with some masking tape. I mixed the epoxy, applied it to this, stuck it on there, and when it dried, I was able to pull it off. But after some consideration, I'm going to make the permanent fixture on my helmet. Now, the way that I made it still allows me to be able to use the chin vent. So I got some Gorilla Weld here. Now, I've never used this. I've always used the JB Weld, but I will say I have used the Gorilla brand stuff for quite some time, and I really, really enjoy what they have. Like, it's some of the best tapes and adhesives and everything that I've used in a very, very long time. So I went ahead and got it. It is a little bit more expensive than JB Weld, but it works the same, right? You puncture it, you put it on here, you mix it up, and then you apply it to your surface. So you put equal parts of each one of those, the resin and the hardener. You mix it up, and then what I did is I kind of just slathered it around on there. Now, I made this. I don't want to make too big of a mess here. So I made it to kind of go right there. Let that kind of set up. Get back after it. Now, it takes about 10 minutes for it to start to cure. 24 hours is the actual 100% cure time on it. But we'll see where it's at after about 10 minutes. All right, so the one thing I will say, guys, this stuff, this Gorilla Weld, it is some potent stuff, guys. So make sure you're using it in a well-ventilated area, because it's strong. But after about 10 minutes, man, it's not fully cured. It won't be fully cured until sometime tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the next step now. The next step would be to mount this. The GoPro is going to end up sitting somewhere around here. I got the, where they at? Oh, right there. So I got my mount ready to go. I forgot these, so I went and grabbed them. And I got the GoPro mounted on here. You can see that the GoPro is not sitting straight. That's because when you're on your bike or whatever you're riding, you're going to be sitting. I probably do need to adjust it a little bit, but I'll do that once I do the test ride. But either way, so the next step is we want to figure out where we want this. I'm going to figure out where I want this. Like I said, this isn't necessarily an install how-to video, whatever. This is how I'm going to do it. Like that'll work right there, right in that area somewhere. Now, I will say I forgot my double-sided sticky tape. I think I'm going to end up mounting it somewhere in this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the mic on this side. I did go ahead and remove the liners. It's just, you know, just got some buttons. I have not undone that for the simple fact that I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to. I think I might end up leaving that the way it is. Flip our helmet over ever so slightly. Now, from what I gather, I mean, you don't want it right here because that's where you're going to be doing your breathing, and you can see that my vent's right there, so you don't want it right there. I want it off to the side here. And the one thing I will say with this one, with these, is this kind of tucks in there somehow. This kind of tucks in behind this right here. I got my dead cat, and see this has another plug right here. I think I want my mic somewhere right in this area, because I don't want it right in front of me, because then you guys are going to hear a lot of breathing. Some tape would be fantastic. This is like packing tape. I wouldn't recommend using this all the time. All right, so we got that taped in there. Now we can take this. I think I'm gonna tuck it up in there. Now, like I said, so part of me wants to just kind of put the mic right here. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like that. But I do plan on getting a Senna to put on here as well. And I don't know how well it'll work. This is like, guys, this is not an expensive helmet, so I'm not really that concerned by it. Let's go ahead and try that. Just trial and error. I will say this is my first time setting up an actual Motovlog helmet, so this is total trial and error here. Now the other part, we're just gonna squeeze it right there. We're gonna see how that goes. We got it squeezed in. We got the dead cat in there. Got it squeezed in. All right, so there's that. Now we gotta get this pad in there. All right, so now that we got the pads up in there, technically, our helmet is now set up. I'm gonna test it out. We're gonna do a test run on the four-wheeler. It's winter time, so it just snowed yesterday, so no, I'm not gonna pull the bike out today. I mean, it's so simple. I got a four-wheeler. I can test this out on it. It'll work just fine. It'll let me know whether or not it needs to, if I need to make any adjustments to that mic or not. We got the mic tucked in pretty well. Got the mic tucked in pretty well. It's up here. So it's not right here, it's not up here. If I have to move it, I will. But yeah, so there you go. But all right, well, if you like it, stick around. We got more content coming. We are going to be doing some motovlogging on this, on the Indian Chieftain. That is my bike. If you see Harleys on this channel, they are not my bikes. But I know several people that's got them. And, you know, look, guys, we're just here to have some fun, man. So again, if you like it, stick around. There's going to be a lot more coming.